Good evening. So our topic for today is all about higher derivatives. So for differential calculus. Our learning objectives for this lesson are to discuss and solve the higher derivatives of function f of x. Okay, so for higher derivative, so the derivative of a function y which is equal to f of x gives a new function which may in turn be differentiated. If the derivative of the first derivative exists, it is called the second derivative of the original function. Likewise, if the derivative of the second derivative exists, again, it is called third derivative, and so on and so forth. Let's have an example. Let's say we're going to find the third derivative of the function y, which is equal to x cubed. So to find for the third derivative, we must guess first its first derivative. So by using the power formula for differentiation, so the first derivative will be y prime, which is equal to 3x squared. Then we get another derivative, which means we will get the second derivative of the first derivative, which is, or the derivative of the derivative, which is equal to y double prime, which is equal to 6x. And finally, for the third derivative, we will get the derivative of the second derivative, which is y triple prime, which is equal to 6. Okay, so which means 6 is the third derivative of the function y, which is equal to x cubed. Okay? Questions for this example? Okay, let's proceed with our second example. So find the second derivative of the function y, which is equal to x to the fourth plus x cubed. So for both terms, we will dealing with the power formula for a differentiation. Okay, which is derivative of u raised to n, which is equal to nu raised to n minus 1 times the derivative of u. Okay, for solution, the first derivative will be 4x cubed plus 3x squared. Okay. For our second derivative, we have 12x squared plus 6x. Okay. So 12x squared plus 6x is the second derivative of y, which is equal to x to the fourth plus x. Okay? Okay, can we proceed? Okay, let's check if you really understood the lesson, because higher derivatives are a lot easier for this topic. Just going to differentiate, then differentiate, then differentiate if the function still exists. Okay, so if if the function does not exist, which means your derivative is equal to 0. Okay, so let's check if you really understood. So in each of the following, you're going to find y prime, y double prime, and y triple prime. Okay, so if you need more time, you need to pause this video for your for the solving of your solutions. Okay, let's check if your answers are correct. For number 1, the answers are, okay, for y, which is equal to x fourth minus 2x squared plus 5. First derivative is 4x cubed minus 4x. Second derivative is 12x squared minus 4. And the third derivative is 24x. Okay, did you get it right? Okay. Now, let's proceed with the second item. Our function here is x plus 1 raised to the third power. Of course, before we are going to differentiate it, we need to expand it first using the sum of special products in algebra. Okay, so if you're going to expand it, this will be y, which is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, now we will get the first derivative, so which is 3x squared plus 6x plus 3. Okay, next, the second derivative is y double prime, which is equal to 6x plus 6, and the third derivative, which is equal to 6. Okay, so how many points did you get now? 2. Very good. So if you did not get another if you did not get any correct answer, just try again. Okay, next we proceed with our last item. So our problem here is y, which is equal to 10x to the 5th. Okay, so we get the first derivative, which is 50x to the 4. Then the second derivative, which is 200x to the third power, and the third derivative, which is equal to 600x squared. Okay, so how many did you get? You get all 3? Very good. Okay, now let's proceed with your assignment. Okay, so for your assignment, you're in each of the following, you're just going to find the y prime, y double prime, y triple prime, and y quadruple prime, which means you're going to find the first, second, third, and fourth derivative of the following functions. Okay, so if you have any more questions, okay, so if you have no more questions, I will see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe. Study well also.